you weren't always successful. What do you do when you have a business and everything seems to be going wrong? How do you manage your mindset?
So what I look at,
if there's ever a success story that's out there, this is one.
Bobby Castro is the ultimate rags to riches story. With only a 9th grade education, Bobby founded Bankers Healthcare Group and turned a $25,000 investment into
upwards of $1 billion.
He started with a little, grew it to a lot.
He's a recipient of the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award.
Having achieved financial freedom on his own terms, he wants to teach others how to achieve unprecedented results.
are you moving on from people, including family? It's very sensitive, especially for Latinos. That's a very hard ask. But do you want it? You got to do something different than what you're doing today, guys. You got to be around people that not only did it, but they can cheer you on, they understand the challenges. And what I'm asking you to really consider, the mountain you want to climb and that you need to climb, make no mistake about this, it's like this. It's not like this. It's like friggin' this. It's a living hell. And that's why a lot of people, and just maybe you, are not confronting it because you understand the sacrifice. But when you clearly see how talented you are, everybody wants to talk about AI. I have no education. I failed at the 3rd grade. Who fails at the 3rd grade in Miami? In public system? Who fails? I'm not sharp. I'm self-taught from something that's very powerful that I talk about in my book, curiosity. This curiosity led me to an obsession. I never raised money, guys. I have no rich family member. I am not a celebrity. There's no lotto ticket. How did he do it? Focus. But I'm talking about a whole different focus. I'm not talking about the focus that you think it is. I'm talking about a focus that you have it cuts distractions. It cuts them. It allows you to continue walking. It just cuts everything in front of you because I have so much clarity. You do not need to have a degree. You do not need to know Spanish. You do not need to know English. Just be you, man. Be you. The power in you is so underestimated that it sickens me. It sickens me. Look at me, I'm 57 years old. I literally feel like I'm 25. I take care of myself. Every day I wake up at 4:30. I have a trainer at my gym at the house. I have a chiropractor at my house. I have an acupuncture. I have a masseuse. I've been on hormones for 16 years. I want more of Bobby. I'm 57 years old. When I'm around 57-year-olds, I look at them saying, how do you not take care of yourself? And you want to win? Because you know why? They don't understand how valuable they are. If you do, guys, man, you'll be so mindful of your health, because without health, you can't do any of this. Without health, you can't impact your family. You can't leave a legacy. But you take life for granted. You know you're going to wake up in the morning. That's how crazy you are. But yet 150,000 people don't wake up. How do you not take care of yourself? So if you're physically not taking care of yourself, how are you mentally not taking it? Something's off. You could pretend like I did. I did that for many, many years until I realized I was just a liar. So invest in yourself. You're the most important asset. You're like AI. You got to get yourself smarter. So with that, I want to get into some Q&As, Margarita, because I'm all about value, guys. I came here. Margarita's a friend of mine. Isn't she amazing, man? Isn't she just pure kindness, love? She has this mindset. She knows the power of it.
Hey! That was awesome. ¿Qué tal este powerhouse, verdad? They're gonna bring a chair.
Okay.
So we're gonna talk with Bobby for 15 minutes. If anybody has a question, that was powerful, Bobby. I wanna talk to you a little bit about PMA. Because like I told them that you have been one of my mentors, you and Sophie. And it's easy to say positive mental attitude, but I like the phrase that you follow it with. All day, every day. Because there's some days that you say, how am I gonna be positive with all, the shit show that I have in front of me? So what do you do? Because you weren't always successful. What do you do when you have a business and everything seems to be going wrong? How do you manage your mindset in your PMA?
So what I look at is I'm purely about solutions, and having a business, you're gonna obviously and always have interruptions. You're gonna have struggles. You're gonna have challenges. There's gonna be constant. You have to expect it. But I started really focusing on the solutions. But what allowed me to get there, Margarita, first, I used to be a flash dancer. And a flash dancer, I used to have all the watches, the cars. That was more important to me. And it got me unfocused of really dealing with issues. I would deal them with reverse. And all you need, guys, is to have the belief. I guarantee you, there's a solution. You're going through a marriage issue, there's a solution. You're going through an event right now in your business, there's a solution. If you just focus on what is that solution and not focus on the issue, and what happens here, this is where you need to surround yourself with good skill set people in business. They're all about the solution, not about the issue. And in the beginning, it was tough for me to address it because I started surrounding myself with skill sets. Because when we built our business, what's the first thing we do? We hire friends and family.
Yeah.
It's the only people I knew. And then the business grows, the skill set is not there,
Yeah.
and then we keep them on too long, and that became a complication for us, and that was a breaker for Sophie and I. It broke us through a solution. What's a real solution? The solution is the obvious that you don't want to do. We had to fire all the family members in one day. It was like the Godfather Mafia thing in the movie.
Wow.
But we confronted the solution. We didn't beat around the bush.
Yeah.
And if we do that as entrepreneurs and personally, it's incredible because it provides a solution. Like, wow, it got me out of it.
Yes. Yes. So would you say that the quality of your life depends on the quality of your questions?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. And they bring the right people in your life. You know, when you have this PMA DNA, and everybody has it here, and the reason you have that, when you were a child, you were so kind, you were full of smiles, you were so happy, everyone, and then when we grow up, that changes because people change us. And people skills are very important on PMA because it allows you to attract. I became a magnet with people wanting to do business with me because I just was becoming myself. I didn't have to impress them no more. I wasted so much energy trying to impress. And then I started realizing, man, I'm freaking awesome. You know?
I love that.
Just,
woo! Yeah. That's great. I'm freaking awesome. I love it.
you know, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it as a leader. A lot of us lose our way. So again, it's not what you say, it's how you say it, including Sophie and I, when we interact, tones, that it always has to be inviting. And then it became just a way of our life. And what happens? Kindness appears.
Yes.
And kindness is the most powerful thing.
Yes. What about Sophie and you are like way up here on the finance scale, and I know you say it's never enough, and I love that. We were talking about that before, but a lot of people feel that they're just taking baby steps to understand, like investing, real estate. Like you said, there's so much noise, crypto. What would you suggest to some of these people that are having good success and they wanna, learn how to move their money, how to make smart moves so they can create generational wealth?
It is so easy, guys. Remember I talked about curiosity? So I'm gonna give you a few websites and you can start there. And these are free resources. Barrons, BARRONS.com. Get acquainted with that paper. Financial Times, FT.com.